Hi, my name's Nicole. You can find me on Instagram at Nicole Makes Plans. You can find my blog at NicoleMakesPlans.com. Today, I didn't think I was going to have time to film a video, so I already did my plan with me yesterday for next week, this coming week. But I did want to start kind of figuring out how I'm going to do some of my next flip through videos. So I wanted to kind of lay out all of the planners I've ever used and figure out what you guys want to see, if you want to see them all at some point, if you kind of just want to know my experience with planning. So I'll hop right in. I'll start from like the beginning. So in 2016, I got my first bullet journal. It's just from Joann's. It was just a regular notebook, lined paper. You can kind of see here some of the layouts I did. It was more of like memory planning, but here and there I did have some like weekly setups that was figuring out like when I would do stuff and stuff like that, like planning ahead, but most of it was just copying down stuff I had already done in the day. So that is a little look into that. And again, comment below if you want to see like detailed flip throughs of any of these. Let me zoom out a bit, hopefully. So yeah, this is for my first bullet journal in June 2016 to June 2017. I definitely skipped around. If you've been following me on Instagram, you know I'm never in a planner for super long, but sometimes I bounce in, bounce back, so you'll see some of that in this, which means I've been doing that for a very long time. So yeah, my first bullet journal. My next planner was a very big happy planner, and I don't think it's gonna fit in the screen very well. I'll definitely film more detailed videos if you guys are interested, but just so you can kind of see what it looked like and what I was doing. So I had those big sticker books from Happy Planner, and I would use some of that, but then I would also use stickers that I got at Dollar Tree. This was a while ago, so I didn't have as much like money to spend on stuff at that point, but I wanted to, I've always been crafty, so I like spending money on that kind of stuff. But you can kind of see some of the layouts I was doing then. Very into like Disney, or at least that's what like the Dollar Tree I had at the time, and I would kind of like pick a theme for the week and try to match that here and there, so you can kind of see what that looks like. So I'll go to the next one. This one was about from December 2016 to June of 2017. My next one I found, I started this Happy Planner. It was around July to November of 2017, so I'll flip through some of that. And this is one of those like long 18-month ones. I probably got it discounted because like half the year was already done or something in the planner. This was a lot more minimal, kind of back to my like bullet journal kind of looking things, just using mild liner, and I think I was using Sharpie pen at that point. I was trying to get better at cursive. I'm still not that great at it. It's not my favorite. It's good here and there. And post-its that I found that I used that week, so I would just put them in after I was done with the week. Again, not really planning ahead, but more just like memory planning, writing down the stuff I did each day. So that's kind of what that looks like. So that one's July to November 2017. And then I hopped into this mini Happy Planner, August to November 2017. And I actually started it a little bit before the actual planner started, so I just pasted in some cardstock and did an August kind of like bullet journal setup, and then my dailies just for like, it looks like the last week of August. And then I hopped into the planner itself, just using some washi, probably the Sharpie pen. and really minimal, just writing down what I did each day, really. At least most days, skipping some days here and there. Actually, some of this might have been work. But that is what that looks like. My next one was January to June of 2019. And I'm missing something from 2018, I think, or maybe I didn't journal then, but maybe I just haven't found that planner again. So this again is pretty simple, using some washi and stickers from Dollar Tree, and then can't really remember what these pens are. More stickers. Lots of like Disney. These I think are the Papermate Flare pens. I was really into those felt tip pens at that time. This is like a list of songs I was listening to, or like maybe my top songs at that time on Spotify. So that is kind of what that looks like. Then I think I hopped into this bullet journal from April 2019 to February 2020. This is just a notebook from Michaels. It's hardback. I just put some washi on the top, and it has dot grid inside. Kind of like a Leuchtturm or Moleskine, but definitely like maybe half the price, really. I think this is just kind of like notes. Some of it was actually planning or copying down what I did, writing a list of songs again. Stuff for the weekend. Business ideas, probably for my Etsy shop. Favorite movies, weekend to-dos. Not a whole lot in here, but definitely some lists in like June, the weekend, stuff like that. And if you want to see a more detailed flip of any of these, just let me know. Movies, vacation. And some of these were kind of for like my cross-stitch shop, so I was like writing out patterns in some of these, and some of them ended up being like a mix of that and planning or memory planning, so it's kind of a mess, but that's kind of what that looks like. I think this is kind of similar. Again, I want to say I started as kind of like a bullet journal situation, but then quickly just like taking lists of stuff I saw. This looks like it was from 2018. And then cross stitch patterns in the back. And then May of 2019, I got a passion planner. So this was pretty minimal, and I want to say I got it on sale, so like some of the year was already done, but I hopped in June, and just really, really simple. Mild liners, Sharpie pen, marking when I did stuff, what I did, not really planning ahead. Here I just put some songs I was listening to. I did do a little bit of color coding, so if it was green, it was self-care, purple was work, yellow was shopping, blue was food. And I changed up the color code each week, so it's like hard to say which was what, but that is what that looks like. And I really like the way this looks, and like sometimes this makes me wonder if I could hop back into a passion planner, but I think I would miss the daily planning a little bit, and or run out of room between like planning the day and then what actually happened during the day, but maybe that is a thought for the future. I think I was in this for like quite a while. Didn't do mild liner the whole time. Definitely got more simple. And then I did some hand lettering quotes. And then before my new passion planner arrived, I used the notes pages in the back to kind of like take note of what was happening then. So that was was that one. Then I got a really big passion planner, which is not really going to fit in the shot. But I used this only January 2020 to February 2020. So it's right before the pandemic. And I don't think I quit because of the pandemic. I think I was just kind of getting out of planning. So this is what this looks like. Some more hand lettering quotes, really big. I think part of the reason I didn't like this was it was just so gigantic. Like, this is way too big. Right now I'm in an A5 Moleskine. That's way more my speed. I don't know why I got such a huge planner, but... And this is right before the pandemic happened, so maybe it was because of the pandemic, but crazy to see. So May of 2020 and July 2021, I used this, I think it was from Joann's. It's just a dot grid notebook. I did some like bullet journal spreads. Some I didn't like, so I just crossed them out. And this is more of like the fancy bullet journal with like all of this stuff, all the things, all the colors, all the spreads. But mostly just making note of like what I did and when, not really planning ahead. So this was fun when I used it. That is what that kind of looks like. And if you want a more detailed flip through of that, let me know. Again, bullet journal, May 2020 to July 2021. Just got this notebook from Joann's, so I think it was probably on sale. August 2020 to June 2021, hopped back into this. So this is just a Michaels dot grid notebook. I forget what the brand is, but it's just like their basic brand. And this was extremely simple, just like writing down stuff I had to do for the week and then making note of like what happened during the day, but not really planning it out, just memory planning, but really, really simple. And I want to say this was with a Papermate Flare pen, but I love how simple this is. I wish I would have finished it, but I don't think I did. Quite a lot of blank paper here, but it's what I needed at the time. So, and this is right before I made my Nicole Makes Plans handle. So June 2021. I think I made it in July or started posting for real in July. And June was like a really kind of pivotal time in 2021. I was like trying to get back into planning for real, but something that was very functional. And so I was hopping around to different stuff, but then I didn't want to lose everything I had done in June. So I just copied it all into this. So again, really simple. Could have totally done it in that other planner, but I ended up just using this Mead 5-star notebook. I think this is the 9.5 by 6 size, which I really like for taking notes in general. So definitely recommend this notebook for notes. But just really simple stuff I did each day. Don't really like using the backs of these pages, which is super wasteful, but that's that. Just some notes here, I think. I didn't end up using this whole thing, but some of it. So this one was just a Mead notebook for June 2021 to copy information I had in a bunch of different journals. And then in July 2021, I got a passion planner, which I did like for a while. Did I copy anything in here? I think I did. But I did use it in July for daily planning, and this made me really like, oh wow, like daily planning is so great, and I need to do that again. I was using a Zig dot marker. And I really liked the way this turned out, but then there was no like weekly planning, so that got frustrating after a while. Which is why I ended up jumping into this Moleskine weekly planner. But then I am just like a one planner kind of person, so it's hard for me to do two things at once. But I did like the way this was laid out. So that kind of brought me into going into astrology and the Hobonichi weeks, and then back into the bullet journal for this year. But if you guys are interested in seeing more in-depth flip throughs of any of the ones I'd mentioned, just comment below. I'd love to do it. I just don't know what people are most interested in. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. You can follow me on Instagram at Nicole Makes Plans. You can read my blog at NicoleMakesPlans.com. Like this video if you're interested in this content. Comment if you have any questions. Subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell if you want to know the next time I post a video. Thanks for watching.